Are the 49ers on the verge of a game-changing reunion? Reports are swirling that a familiar face could be returning to San Francisco as the new defensive coordinator, and fans are buzzing with excitement. With a history of turning defenses into powerhouses, this former leader knows how to get the best out of our stars like Nick Bosa and Fred Warner. Could this be the missing piece we need to reclaim our dominance? Stay tuned for all the details. Kyle Shanahan is moving quickly to find a new defensive coordinator for the San Francisco 49ers, and it seems like he has his eyes set on a familiar face. According to reports from Matt Maiocco of NBC Sports, Nick Sorensen will not return as the team's defensive play caller for next season. While Shanahan would like to keep Sorensen in a smaller role, he clearly wants to bring someone else in to lead the defense. And who better than Robert Saleh, the former 49ers defensive coordinator who had a significant impact on the team's success just a few seasons ago. Josina Anderson, an NFL insider, shared that the 49ers are expected to extend an offer to Saleh for the defensive coordinator position. It's intriguing to think about Saleh returning to a place where he previously thrived, especially considering the success he had from 2017 to 2020. Under his leadership, the 49ers defense ranked 6th in turnovers and 2nd in total defense during their run to the Super Bowl in 2019. Can you imagine what Nick Bosa and Fred Warner must be feeling at the prospect of working with Saleh again? They thrived under his guidance, and it would undoubtedly reignite that defensive fire. Now, the backdrop to this is Saleh's recent dismissal from the New York Jets after a rocky start to the season, finishing his tenure with a 20-36 record. It's a tough pill to swallow, but sometimes a change of scenery is exactly what a coach needs. Shanahan himself mentioned he was quite shocked by Saleh's firing, and now this unexpected turn of events might just be the opening he needed to bring Saleh back to San Francisco. But let's not forget, Shanahan has more than just a defensive coordinator to fill. He also needs to find a new special teams coordinator after parting ways with Brian Schneider, whose unit struggled significantly this past season. It's a pivotal off-season for Shanahan, who has to ensure that every piece is in place to make a serious run next year. So, where does that leave us? This potential reunion with Saleh could be a game-changer for the 49ers. Bringing back a coach who knows the players and the system could lead to a smoother transition and immediately bolster the team's defensive unit. And as fans, we're left to wonder how these changes will impact our dreams of another Super Bowl run. Do you think this was the best decision? Honestly, I'm torn. There's a lot to consider, and while Saleh has a proven track record, can he replicate that success again? The defense was a powerhouse under his leadership, but can it return to that level? It's a high-stakes gamble that could pay off dividends or leave us questioning the decision down the line. And you, what do you think? I want to hear your opinions down below. Do you believe this is the right path for the 49ers? Do you think Saleh can come back and pick up right where he left off? The potential is there, and as we gear up for the off-season, every move counts. It's not out yet, we have more important updates. The San Francisco 49ers are facing some serious changes as they navigate the aftermath of a disappointing 6-11 season. It's been a challenging year, filled with injuries and inconsistency, and now the team is gearing up for what could be a pivotal offseason. One significant piece of news is that Nick Sorensen, the team's defensive coordinator, will be leaving his position. This is a move that has sparked quite the conversation among fans and analysts alike. Sorensen had been with the organization for a while, serving as a defensive assistant and working under former coordinator DeMeco Ryans before stepping into the DC role. Unfortunately, his tenure was marked by struggles, particularly this past season, where the defense fell from being one of the league's elite to among the bottom 10. It's hard to overlook the fact that this was a significant drop from the heights they reached in the previous years. There's a sense of disappointment that comes with this news, especially for fans who had high hopes for the team's defensive unit. The 49ers have expressed a desire to keep Sorensen within the organization, perhaps in a different capacity, but let's be honest here. Was he truly the right fit as a defensive coordinator? Honestly, I'm torn on this. On one hand, he's been part of a system that previously thrived, but when it came time to lead the defense, the results just weren't there. It's hard not to feel a mix of concern and relief at this juncture. Now, the organization is left with a critical task, finding a new defensive coordinator. This is crucial because the success of the 49ers hinges significantly on their defense, which has historically been a cornerstone of the franchise. They need someone who can not only step in and make immediate improvements, but also someone who can elevate the talent on the roster. There are plenty of intriguing candidates out there, and the pressure is on for the 49ers to make the right hire. For fans, this decision will undoubtedly impact the team's trajectory moving forward, with Kyle Shanahan likely returning for another season despite the scrutiny he's faced. The pressure is intensifying, not just on him, but on his coaching staff as well. We need to see results, and that starts with solid strategic moves in the offseason. The question looms large. Who can the 49ers bring in that can revitalize this defense? As we look ahead, we have to consider what this all means for the fans. We want to see a team that competes for championships, not one that is just trying to find its footing. The right defensive coordinator could make all the difference in turning this ship around. But it's not just about the X's and O's, it's about building a culture of accountability and excellence. So, what do you think? Do you believe this was the best decision for the 49ers? I want to hear your thoughts. This is a moment that could define the direction of the franchise. Are you optimistic about the potential candidates, or do you feel this might set the team back further? And you, what do you think? I want to hear your opinions down below. As we continue to follow the developments surrounding the 49ers, make sure you like this video, share it with your fellow fans, and subscribe to the channel for all the latest updates. Don't forget to activate the notification bell so you don't miss any breaking news. The off-season is just getting started and there's a lot to discuss as we all hope for a brighter future for our beloved 49ers.